I'm Craig, and today with URBNSURF and the Surfboard Guide, we're checking out a few different boards you can rent if you come and visit URBNSURF. And today we're checking out the Shadow by Pyzel in their EPS Electrolyte construction. So the Shadow I've been riding is the stock 6.0, and it's 6.0 by 19 by 2.44, and it's 29.5 litres. So looking over the Shadow, nothing crazy in a performance shortboard. It's got your kind of nice, gentle performance rocker. Not too aggressive, but it's definitely not flat. And then flipping it over, it feels like it has a double through the center, but I don't know, it's, yeah, maybe a single through a double. And then it definitely has a double coming through the fins and out the back. So I was pretty keen to check out, I haven't ridden many Pyzels, and people know there's like a bit of a lineage of the Pyzel family. I think it goes Gremlin, Phantom, Shadow, and the Ghost. I hadn't ridden many, but I was actually surfing at my local break with a mate of mine who had a Shadow, same size, but just in not in the EPS construction. And he wanted to ride my board, so I swapped with him. And I was really unsure because, you know, I'm a short and wide guy, and this is a pretty thin and like long board. And I was unsure, but I got on it and I got 2 waves, and it definitely would have been, I think it's some of the best surfing I've ever done. It felt absolutely magic underfoot. So I was really, really keen to check this out. So I rode the Pyzel Shadow in what they have here is called the expert setting. I'm definitely no expert, but what that means is generally for the whole hour, there's just barrels. So a little bit of room to turn, but you're generally just taking off and pulling in. And for that, I wanted a performance shortboard. I want to make sure that I had rocker, that I wasn't going to get into trouble. And you know, it's hard enough getting barreled and coming out anyway. So I want to make sure whatever the board I got was going to help me do what I need to do and not, you know, try and fight against it. The Shadow felt really good. You know, nothing crazy, just a really trusty kind of performance shortboard design. At 29.5 litres, it's like at least a litre or 2 smaller than most of the other boards I rode. But having ridden one before, I knew it felt good. And actually I know coming from that family of the Ghosts and those other boards, there's a little bit of kind of hidden thickness throughout the board. So while it felt thin, it felt narrow, it felt small, it paddled quite well. And it definitely had a lot of speed and pace on waves. There was no kind of trouble with that. In the Shadow, I rode 2 fins. I rode the large Almeric template, and then I also rode the Kolohe Andino. Both felt great. They're both fins that I really like. From the FCS range, I'd say the Kolohe Andino probably one of my favorite fins, and the AMs are just such a trusty, you know, template that I know, and I know they're gonna surf well. So I checked them both out, and they felt really, really good. The AMs and the Kolohes are available at URBNSURF. With your rental, there's a whole range of fins that you can check out. Look, overall, the Shadow was great. It kind of got a bit banged up in my session. If anyone's been to the expert session, you end up getting a little bit more pummeled than you'd probably like to admit. But definitely for someone who wants to improve their surfing, good chance to learn how to ride the tube, how to come out, and you know, how to navigate others around you. But yeah, a few little dings in the board that I'm not sure if were there before, but they'll fix that up. And if anyone wants to come down and rent it, it'll be in much better condition. But yeah, it was cool to check out the Shadow, and hope you get a chance to check one out. Thanks so much for watching.